Okay, so yeah, I'm making this video because a lot of people say one or the other. They say either it doesn't matter at all, or it's like the most important thing ever. I'm one of the people who believes it's fucking sacred, and I'm gonna kind of explain to you why in this video. So the way I'm gonna do that is I've broken this into pieces. Hold on, let me write something. Personality. And the pieces are basically broken into most logical to least logical. So this one is the most logical. And like this one and that one, and then this one after that. Well, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, so the first thing is brain chemicals. Let's talk about the neural processes that happen in the brain when having sex. It's not nothing, I can tell you that. So both parties, males and females, release oxytocin and dopamine, the bonding chemical and the reinforcement chemical. Oxytocin is something that like mothers have for children, and that develops between couples the more close they get physically. And so obviously if you're having sex, there's genuinely nothing more physical than that. I think that's true, that it develops over physical connection. I'm pretty sure that's true, but I know that it happens during sex, right? So the thing is, and so this is why this is important. Two things, right? Dopamine, oxytocin. The oxytocin is the bonding chemical. Dopamine is the reinforcement chemical. So if you are receiving a lot of dopamine from so if you're receiving a lot of dopamine from a behavior, sorry, I posted on Instagram that I was live, and I was live for like 6 minutes, and somebody DM'd me and roasted me. If you receive a lot of dopamine from a behavior, it's because nature wants you to do that behavior more often. So sex is one of those behaviors because we're supposed to have a lot of kids and reproduce and be fruitful and multiply and all that shit, right? The problem is we're not supposed to have sex with multiple people. Okay, we're supposed to have sex with one person, and we're supposed to wait until we know that's our person to have sex with that person. Okay, so what does dopamine and oxytocin actually fucking do? Oxytocin is the bonding chemical, and it's more prominent in women during and after sex. Dopamine is more prominent in males during and after sex. Again, exists in both, but it's more prominent in women, oxytocin, before and after, dopamine in men. So, for example, if we just look at the world and we look around and we say this is true. This is an anecdotal kind of thing, but anecdotal evidence is evidence nonetheless. It is true that men have an easier time hooking up, fucking, and dumping. A woman has to go through a lot of like damage to get to a point like that, where she becomes like a weathered woman. And yes, it's possible for her to fucking dump men, but you have to imagine the state of that woman's mind. It's over for her. You know what I mean? Like she's never having a long-term relationship. Absolutely fried. But I do think guys can get away with it, and it's because we don't really bond that much, not as much as women during sex. Sure, we do bond. It's not like there's nothing there, but it's nowhere near the same degree as with women because it's a very emotional process for them, primarily because of the estrogen in their bodies, which is it's an emotional chemical. It moves the emotional volatility up and down. Okay, so and part of that is with the sex and the oxytocin and all that shit. So for example, yes, men do fucking and dumping. Women, it's harder for them. But women go back to their exes who abuse them. Men and women go back to their exes. But I believe that women go back to exes that abuse them. Men don't leave an abusive relationship with a woman and then come back. Women do that shit all the fucking time. Ask the police. They deal with this genuinely every single day. Women just go back because the dick is good. Let me tell you something. If they weren't getting fucked, they wouldn't get beat up. They wouldn't put up with it. They just would not get put up with getting their ass beat if they weren't getting fucked and taken care of. Okay, that's the truth. And I'm not saying that needs to happen. I'm saying it's actually terrible, but I am saying that nonetheless, that is the fucking truth. So, oxytocin, dopamine, there we go. Now, question is, let's say I meet a girl, fuck her on the first night, and I date her for 9 months, fuck her the whole time, and I want to marry her. How do I know that I'm in love with the woman and not what she does for me in the bedroom? Well, the way you'd be able to guarantee an answer to that question is by ceasing and desisting all sexual intercourse immediately and seeing how things play out. If she gets irritable, if she gets pissy, if she changes in mood, behavior, if the respect changes, if there's a discrepancy in communication really quickly, if we can't bond anymore, if we can't vibe at all because we just need to fuck, okay, there's a lustful demon present in the relationship with us. And that's something that you have to eradicate before you spend the rest of your fucking life with a woman. That doesn't make any sense. Like, guys do this shit. Oh, I missed the trash can. Marry a girl they've been fucking for like years. And then, I don't know, they get hurt or something like that. How are you going to keep her happy, man? Your dick's not working. Maybe you go through a depressive episode. The sex is good for 8-9 months. You can do that, by the way. And then, hey, something bad happens. You lose your job. Maybe you're not feeling like yourself. Somebody dies around you. And you just don't want to fuck for a couple weeks, a month or something like that. She's gonna go. Bro, I was dating this girl, bro. And I think we fucked the second time we hung out. And we're dating for like 2 months. This is the one that gave me herpes. She gave me HSV2. And literally, like the first 2 weeks are the worst. The first week you get the outbreak, and then like you have the warts or whatever. I don't really get outbreaks anymore at all, actually. But the first week I got a crazy one, and like I could not walk. And this bitch was like, "Can we fuck?" And I was like, "Bro, no. Don't you care about me at all?" And it's shit like that that's gonna fucking happen to you. Probably not that extreme. I mean, the bitch was crazy, but. Like conceptually similar, where the care will just disappear and she needs penis. And if you can't give it to her, somebody will give it to her. That will genuinely happen to you. So that's part of it. Also, by the same accord, like you don't know if, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. Like you don't know if she's with you because of the dick either. Like, yeah, she could just go. Also, you don't know if you're with her because of the pussy or not. Pussy's good, cool. I mean, what happens when that stops? You guys have a rough patch. What if the relationship's just hinging on vagina? That's not great, right? That's not a great foundation. Pussy is actually one of the loosest foundations that's ever existed. You know what I mean? So it's just not going to fucking work, bro. So then the question is, well, how do you determine a good foundation? And it's like, if you could spend a significant amount of time with someone and not get intimate and care for each other and love each other and things like that, you're probably good. How long is that? Until you decide to spend the rest of your life with them. So there's this period where you're kind of figuring each other out. There's love, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe there's some bumps. You figure each other out. You care for each other. And then here, you both decide to spend the rest of your lives with one another before you fuck. Now, you can fuck because it doesn't matter. Like, the chemicals can get in the way and change everything. But it's too late. You've already decided you want to be with one another. So that's why you should wait till marriage, partly. Okay. That's one of the most logical things. Now, tying into that, a little less logical, soul ties. Very present with women. They carry the pasts of the men that they sleep with inside of them, dude, literally. And we do a little bit too, but it's not the same because, again, the emotional connection that women have to the environment around them, it does things. It changes things, man. And so pair bonding is a thing. You can look this up. The more partners that somebody has, especially sexual, the less likely it is that they will remain long-term with a new partner. And like the harder it is for them to do that, the greater divorce rates, things like that, because you have all these ties. I mean, think about it. Let's say I have like a piece of tape, and I have this piece of tape. Can't even see shit, god damn it. Let's say I have this, can you see? Come on. I have this piece of tape. My tape works. I stick something to it and lose a piece of this I can't put anything here now. And then I stick something else to it, and I can't. You already know where I'm going with this. I stick something else. And then I want to use the tape for a big fix. This is my marriage, right? I can't use the fucking tape because it's fucked up now. Now, you could take these pieces off. The way you take these pieces off is through prayer and fasting. But like, if your tape is fucked and you haven't fixed your soul, there's no fucking chance you're going to be able to hold down a long-term relationship with a high-quality partner. It's just not going to happen. What are we fucking talking about? That wouldn't make any sense anyways. How would you be able to go from purely hooking up with people, everybody you meet, and then cold turkey stopping and getting in a relationship? People, I've legitimately talked to people where they think this will happen. And they're like, yeah, I know, I'm just waiting for the right one to come around. I'm like, dude, you're going to be fried by the time the right one comes around. And she's going to nix you because you're not going to be worth shit to her, dude. Females can smell energy, bro. And if your energy is used up with a bunch of fucking low quality bitches and it's spread out all around the fucking continent, she's not going to be able to bond with you, brethren. She's just fucking not. And so you have to eliminate the soul ties that you have with other women. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know if I've done that completely. I've fasted, but I haven't like specifically prayed for these things to kind of heal me from this shit. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's that. Okay. So, brain chemicals, check. Soul ties, check. Know whether the woman likes you or not. Pen's not working. Check. And let's talk about this. Soul ties was kind of the last one, but fuck it, I'm going out of order. Fuck it. Let me just do this middle one. So, waste of sperm. Brother, name genuinely a better waste of time than driving to see a woman, spending time with her to get to know her, immediately knowing you're not going to marry her and spend the rest of your life with her, continuing to communicate with her regardless, going to her place, probably getting her more food, spending more of your very limited minutes on this earth with this female, and then fucking her, busting a nut, and wasting your vital and limited life force. Like, think about what sperm actually is. It literally creates life. The woman can't do it herself. There's a bajillion cells in sperm. Actually, let me look it up right now. Well, I don't want to get out of the camera app and fucking close this video, so we'll do that later. But actually, I have my phone right here. Okay. How many cells in sperm? A single sperm itself. What? Okay, sperm is one cell. Okay, how many sperm cells in the average nut? 40 to 500 million sperm cells in ejaculate. How easy is it, do you think, for your body to just make that again? We're talking hundreds of millions of cells. It's not going to be the same day, even, barely even the same week. It takes 7 days for your testosterone to return to absolute baseline, and like everything inside of you and your chemical processes. It takes like a couple hours for it to kind of balance out. It takes like a few hours. But absolute baseline to where you were is about 7 days. And so there's people who have never gone longer than 7 days since they were young without busting a nut. They go, oh, I need to come. It's Tuesday. It's like, brethren, you're fried. You know what I mean? So you're wasting cum. Guys, ejaculate, like holding your semen does such good things for you. It strengthens relationships. You see women differently. You see higher quality women. This is one thing I noticed. I don't like jerk off anymore. Well, I jerk off. I don't come anymore. And I've learned how to have a non-ejaculatory orgasm in NEO. That shit is pretty awesome. I'm eating processed sugars right now. One thing I've noticed. Like, the caliber of female that I find attractive and that I attract has skyrocketed. Literally skyrocketed. Like, and I want to explain this too. Guys, anybody can have sex. Being able to go around and fuck something breathing is not impressive. Anybody, let me tell you something. Do you know how many fucking women there are on this planet? There are literally 4 billion vaginas walking around on this earth. If you spend every day of your fucking life talking to 100, you still wouldn't be able to run through them all. And even if you tag 0.1% of them, that's still like hundreds of women a year. I'm saying anybody can fuck something. It's the quality of women you sleep with and can maintain happiness of that matters. So let's say I go to Walmart, or I guess an easy place that people always use is the club. I go to the club. I go to some shitty club in some shitty town, and I talk to all of the women in there. I've seen this happen in real life, by the way, since I've worked in bars for 3 years. Guys will walk in and legitimately like just start banging, like shooting, just 6-shooter, and they'll shoot like and land damn near a quarter of them, right? Leave with 6 numbers, you fuck one girl, boom. So let's say I go to the club and I talk to a bunch of 2s, a bunch of girls who are unattractive and aren't worth shit, have nothing going for them, don't work out. A guy like me, I'm probably going to crush most of them. I'm not going to lie, and probably you will too. But what does that do for me? I waste cum. Okay, so I waste my life force. I lower my testosterone by doing so. I waste my fucking time. I waste my energy dealing with the personalities of these women. And while I'm doing all of these things, I'm also wasting my time where a high quality woman could be observing me and becoming attracted to me as well. And so I'm fucking that up as well. And that's the thing that people don't see is like, women are always watching you, bro. They're always watching you. And so when a woman becomes attracted to you, she already knows she wants to fucking be boop, 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 boop. You know, she already knows she's trying to get donkey fucked. You understand me? And that's okay. I think women should get donkey fucked by men they love and are in a long-term relationship with. That's fine. Get monkey fucked by somebody. Fuck it. You deserve it. Okay? But just don't go around doing it with random people that you don't care about. That's how you fry your fucking brain. That's how you fry your fucking soul and your brain and your spirit and make it harder to develop a long-term relationship with somebody later. That's exactly how to do that. Let's say I wanted to fucking fuck myself up. I would fuck everybody walking and not care and try my best to keep my emotions completely out of that. That's exactly how I do that. The market just opened. I got a notification. 6:01 in the PM. Okay, so next, waste of sperm, right? So we've covered soul ties, we've covered brain chemicals, we've covered that you won't know if the woman likes you or if you actually like the woman, the energy of the person, not just the pussy or the meat stick, the ham candle. Now, I want you to think about a person who fucks a lot of people. I want you to think about a man you know or a woman you know that fucks a lot of people. Think of both, that just sleeps around and doesn't care, doesn't think anything of it, thinks that people are, thinks this bullshit, right? People are energies that should be shared between one another, and it's bad to like restrict yourself to like one person, like, and definitely you need to experience all the definitely different energies in life, definitely, and you need to go around and fucking donkey fuck a bunch of whores and sluts and fucking men hoes, because that's what life is about. It's about getting out there and putting the meat down on some bitches, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. And so think of all the people you know right now that think like that, male and female. How many high vibration people like spending time around these people? Probably 0. How annoying are these people? Probably very. How smart are these people? Probably not very. What do these people value? Is it high quality things? Now, I'm not talking about like high price tag things. I'm talking about like high intrinsic value things. Like, are they superficial people? Very likely, I believe so. I found that to be the case. I mean, it's just like, these are just the bottom barrel people, like the people that just go around and don't value the most intimate human connection that exists. It's like that person is fried. I'm getting very excited. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling it right now in my chest. I'm about to go dance. Now, that's about it for the video. I'm just going to talk a bunch of shit about the fucking weekend. Fucking, look, I fucking... So that's it for the video. If you're here for the fucking video, that's fine. That's it. It's over. Now I'm gonna chat a bunch of shit about my fucking job. I want to say this. To this day, I still don't know if I hate the job because I say I hate the job and I'm speaking that I hate the job into existence. But if I didn't say that, I don't know if I'd hate the job or not. But I think I would hate the job because I wouldn't say that if I didn't hate the fucking job. Does that make sense? I don't know if I hate the job because I say I hate the job and I'm telling myself I hate the job and then I begin to hate the job. Or if I'm saying I hate the job because I hate the fucking job. I'm pretty sure both are true. Either way, I hate the job. And this weekend, bro, I had to choke a guy. And okay, on one hand it's cool. I choked the guy. It's cool. I'm a bouncer. I choked the guy. It's cool. I fucking go up to the guy. Fucking, hey, asshole. Yeah, choke him. Bitches are watching. Blah blah. But like, bro, like, it's 1 a.m. I'm running on 5 hours of sleep. I have to work after this shift because it was Friday. Bitches are yelling, "You're gonna kill him, man! You're gonna kill him!" Literally shrieking, "You're gonna kill him!" So this is what happened, bro. Asshole comes into the bar, who we've had to throw out before, and it's not that he's not right in the head, because I tried to explain this to my sister, and she thought I was saying like he was, retarded. But he wasn't. He's just a fucking asshole. Because the thing is, I know drug addicts. I know real cokeheads. I know real, like, alcoholics. Like, really people who are legitimate alcoholics and don't fucking care. And sometimes these niggas are the coolest people you ever meet. They just have an issue. But he's an asshole. Okay? So, like, asshole outweighs all those problems. Like, he is an asshole intrinsically. And so, like, we already don't like him. We throw him out one day. This is probably last year, maybe longer. And he's on the curb and he's like yelling, saying we beat him up or some bullshit. Total bullshit. We just put him outside. And he's in there today, fucking piss-faced. And so guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, we need to get this guy out here." I'm like, "Too easy." So we roll up to him. "Hey, man, you got to go." Starts getting aggressive immediately, blah, blah, blah. "Hey, I guess you guys are the pussy crew, huh? Come the pussy crew." Like, spitting everywhere. Cool. Words don't really affect us anymore. I've heard genuinely everything there is for someone to say to me and call me. But if I run out of energy at the end of the night, you know what I'm saying? Either way. Starts spitting at us. We're like, "Hey, man, time to go." We're talking back and forth. We're being very patient. At this point, we're fucking about to start pushing him out of the bar. Absolute last resort, right? So we're pushing the guy out. He starts resisting, like guys do, because guys don't want to be dominated or some shit. They don't want to be submissive. So we end up taking him down the ramp and subduing him by his hands and feet. And this nigga's kicking everywhere. By the way, he's like every bit of 47 years old. I forgot to mention that part. Between like, I want to say 45 and 51. Less than 50. I'll say between 41 and 49, definitely. Nowhere near 30. Between 41 and 49 for sure. We're handling a grown-ass adult, tax-paying, voting motherfucker out down the ramp. Niggas are cheering. "Hey, you guys are doing a great job," while we're carrying this guy. He's genuinely kicking and screaming. So we get to the bottom of the ramp, push him out the bar. Fuck off, right? Runs back up, starts pressing our bouncers. There's 3 of us, and our guys push him. Push him again, and I end up taking the guy by the side. I grab him by the neck, and I start to choke him. I call for the cop. Nobody comes. What the fuck are we supposed to do? Partly, I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't cool. It felt cool to show off my jiu-jitsu in front of some people. But I shouldn't have to fucking do that for $20 an hour. Why is my knee scraped? I choked out a grown man in his 40s in public. I don't enjoy doing that. It's not actually fun. I don't actually enjoy that. I enjoy doing jiu-jitsu because it's a fun art. I enjoy that. I enjoy training. But I don't enjoy doing that shit. That wasn't like a life or death situation. You know what I mean? If it was life or death, let's say I'm with my bitch. I'm in New York City. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big guy in New York City, got a fine ass bitch, which by the way, I'm gonna probably talk to this girl next week. Either way, I'm with this girl, right? Me and my shorty. Coon comes out of the woodworks, comes out of the, what's it called? Alleyway. I'm like, "Hold up, babe. Go back there and hide behind the corner, bitch. I'll take care of this." So I go up, wrap his monkey ass, choke him out. That would be sick, right? niggas are filming me. That would be cool. But no, I'm doing this bullshit for $20 an hour in a bar, choking out a grown man who's a fucking asshole. That's not fun. I don't enjoy that. And so it's just the fucking dumbest shit ever, dude. Like, it was such a pointless thing. And that was after we pushed out some other kid because he was just fucking throwing up. And we're like, dude, you got to leave. He's like, yeah, let me finish my drink. I hate that shit. Yeah, let me finish my drink. No, you're going to leave because we're telling you to fucking leave. And we're the authority in the bar. You threw up in a building. You have to leave the building. Like, what are we talking about? You can't. There's nowhere you can puke and stay anywhere. Not a single building that's not your own home can you puke and remain in the building. If it's outside of like an apartment, you're not staying in the building. Someone will remove you. You're not going to throw up and stay anywhere, especially a fucking bar. So we kick his ass out. So he's like, I'm going to finish my drink. We're like, no, you're going to leave. And he's talking to one of the newer guys, and people don't respect the fucking newer guys. Shit pisses me off too, right? And I'm like, hey, you're fucking throwing up in the bar. You're going to walk out front, and it's not a fucking argument. He's like, it's not what he's doing, but he's just, I'm imagining him being a fucking asshole, like dog, right? So I have to actually push him to make his brain start working again. And I start doing this to the front, and I can feel him resisting. I'm like, nigga, don't do this right now. Because he's a scrawny kid. Probably looked 18. He was every bit of 20, 21, but obviously, because he's in the bar, but he looked fucking 16, 18. I'm like, dude, what are you fucking doing right now? And it's shit like that little shit. The little shit does this. That's what it does. It's not each one. So when I get to the 12th, one of those, I'm crashing out. You know what I mean? So that was the first one, and then later that night, blah blah. Yesterday, bitch for my job was just being a bitch for some reason. I had no idea what I'd done to her. No idea what I'd done to her at all, honestly. And I'm still thinking about that, and it genuinely pissed me off. So I'm gonna have to think about it, maybe pray about it. But I don't know but usually when I feel this way, the other person's wrong, and they've come around again. But either way, I'm too valuable to be putting up with that shit. She's not an asset in my life, so I don't give a fuck if I never talk to her again. But so Saturday, I got in an argument with some guy who tried to cut the line. And it's shit like that, man. That's one of those little things, one of them little Lego bricks. He tried to cut the line in front of like 50 people. I'm like, hey, man, you can't cut the line, actually. It's actually against the rules. It's a line. I didn't say that, but I was like, hey, man, can't cut the line. You got to go to the back. He said, this is my brother. Some black dude is with him. I was like, oh, yeah? Let me see your last names. He goes, I'm not going to show you our last names. Why we got to do all that? And now they're holding up the line because they're in the front, and now we're waiting for these fucking people. And now it's an issue. I'm like, dude, just show me your last name. I can just totally go in the bar. He's like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm like, well, get out of the line then, because you can't cut the line. Oh, you're just tough because with all these people. Now, that was the last one. I'm like, fuck it, nigga, let's go around the corner. I'm walking up the corner because the bar's here. I'm walking around the corner of the parking lot. Why the fuck did I even do this? And I'm like, let's go. Fuck it. I'm crashing out. At this moment, that's my crash out. I'm fighting someone. I'm like, let's go. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never gotten like one-on-one street fight with somebody. I've like put niggas to sleep before, but it's been like it wasn't like one-on-one, we're in the cage, I agree to fight you, let's do it. It's usually like the end of an interaction, and I'm trying to subdue the person to let them leave the bar. That's usually my job. In my head. And so I'm like, bro, let's go up there, let's do this. He's like, oh, you think I'm stupid? Your friend's gonna come. My friend Isaiah was like standing there, and I was like, well, shit, now he's not gonna come. And I was like, why am I even doing this anyway? It's not worth it. And I'm like, hey, I get off at 3. You want to be here at 3? He's like, yeah, I'll be here at 3. Shakes my hand, doesn't come at 3. But while I was waiting till 3, I was a little anxious, I admit, because I'm like, but what if this nigga comes with people? Went to my car, got my gun. I'm thinking, why the fuck am I getting my gun for $20 an hour? I'm putting a man to sleep. I'm putting a grown man in his 40s to sleep. I'm cleaning up puke, pushing out children, and I'm concealing a firearm for genuinely $100 a night. Like, bro, I might as well be a fucking cop. Shit would be easier. At least I'd be able to take people to jail. I don't have that card. I can't pull the you're going to jail card. I can't pull the listen to me or you're fucked card. I don't have that. It's the hands are coming out, one of us is losing card. or it's the I'm bringing the guys, you're fucked card. But like it's just fucking stupid. So the last thing is, end of the night, I'm cleaning the bar. I need a spray bottle for the bar, and there's one on the bar that this girl is using. Clearly, she's using it. I didn't know if she was done. I said, "Hey, Molly, are you done with the spray bottle?" She's like, "No, I'm still using it." I said, "Do you know if there's one behind the bar?" So she's behind the bar. So the bar's structured like this. It's a bar. She's behind the bar. The spray bottles are like back here. I'm in front of the bar, so I'd have to walk around the bar to get the spray bottles. She was already there. I was like, "Do you know if there are any behind the bar?" She's like, "Why don't you go check and see?" Instant attitude, instant rude, instantly pissed me off. And I was like, "Can't you go check and see since you're already right behind the bar?" And she's like, "I'm busy cleaning." I was like, "Cool." And I asked another dude, "Hey, Oscar, you mind grabbing those spray bottles?" And then immediately, I came last night. I thought about it a lot. I thought about how mad I was. And I thought, I'm just going to cut the bitch off. That's going to start being the punishment where I just completely remove me from people's lives because I know I'm a valuable person. I'm a valuable piece of experience. Genuinely, I have a lot to offer. And so if I remove myself from your life, you are missing out. You aren't worth shit to me. Like, very rarely are people actually worth something to me. And so I'll just remove you from my life, and that's fine. You'll miss out on what I have to offer you. And if that's not valuable, you're misaligned because I'm a very valuable person, and I know that, and that's the truth, genuinely. And so I'm happy with that decision. Fuck her. That's her problem. Even if she was having a bad night, I have friends at that bar who are also women who have had bad nights, have never been that inexplicably rude to me. And I was just like, thought about it, and I was like, cool, you're done. Also, I just don't like her as a woman. She's very, very masculine, wants to be man bad, is just unnecessarily argumentative and competitive, and it's annoying, and nobody really likes her, genuinely. So that was definitely the last straw. Never says anything intelligent, just talks about fucking her ex all the time, which is weird. Goes back to what I was saying earlier, actually. And yeah, she's one of those people. Like, so forget her. Forget that. I'm about to go take a shower. I'm about to go dance, and I'm about to fucking let some energy loose on the dance floor. I cannot lie to you. I'm super excited for this shit. This shit is my therapy, dude. But yeah. So yeah, those are the reasons why you should wait until marriage to have sex.